to welcome you to my first monthly market update for 2023, which I will share data and give some insight on what's happening in the local real estate market here in Palm Coast, Florida with single family residential homes. In addition, I'm going to be sharing some insights from some other trusted minds and let you know what they think is going to happen with the upcoming market. So stay tuned and stick around because knowledge is power. And in this market, I want you to know what's going on so you can make the best decisions for you and your family. Hello everybody, I'm Tony Guerin with RE/MAX Life Professionals Guarantee.com, results that move you. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season and I hope you're all having a kick butt start to this new year. Okay, so we're going to start things out today and we're going to start them off with mortgage rates. Currently, the weekly average mortgage rate as of January 5th is 6.48% on a 30-year and a 5.73% for a 15-year mortgage. The good news is it seems like we're all going to, it's going to be sticking around these rates for the time being, and it seems like people are starting to get used to these new standards, which, by the way, is still below the national 50-year average of 7.63%. All right, moving on. So in the local single-family Palm Coast residential market, there have been a number of categories that dropped like flies in December. First up the bat will be the number of active listings, which dropped a little bit by 25, which ended the 2022 year with 833 active single-family residential listings in Palm Coast. Another category that took a dive was the median sales price, which went down over $25,000, ending the 2022 year with a median sales price of $359,700. Although this is a fairly drastic drop, we are still almost 20 grand above what the median sales price was in January of 2022. So homeowners, you still have some great equity that was gained in 2022. All right, this next graph shows a double whammy with new listings and total sales both taking a dive to 157 apiece. This data shows both of these categories being the lowest they have been the entire year of 2022. Now let's take a look at some forecasts and predictions from other trusted experts and sources. Okay, so the first prediction is from Lawrence Young, which states the upcoming months should see a return of buyers as mortgage rates appear to have already peaked and have been coming down since mid-November. Another one of the premier thinkers in the mortgage business, Dave Stevens, former Assistant Secretary of Housing, held positions at the MBA. He said this, and I think it's very important that we take note of what he said here, okay? He said, so be advised, this may be the one and only window for the next few years to get into a buyer's market. And remember, as Federal Reserve data shows, home prices only go up and always recover from recessions, no matter how mild or severe. Long-term homeowners should view this market right now as a unique buying opportunity. As far as forecasts on home prices, first, the one thing that is true right now about forecasts for home prices is none of the experts agree. That is absolutely true. This is a look at the forecasters that we follow. They go anywhere from a depreciation of 5% to appreciation of 5%. The important thing to remember right now is that we don't see any of these reputable forecasters calling for a free fall in prices in the housing market, and I think you're starting to really starting to see that as well. All right, so hey, one of the interesting things that has been published recently was an article from the Wall Street Journal, all right, where they looked at home price appreciation before the pandemic and then after the pandemic. So, if you look at the home prices before the pandemic, from the fall of 2017 up until the spring of 2020, you see about a 12% home price appreciation in that 2.5 year time span. If you think about the 2.5 years going into this fall since the beginning of the pandemic, what did we see? Well, we've seen tremendous amounts of appreciation across the country in residential real estate, 38%. So would it make sense that in some markets and in some cases, we would see a little bit of that come back? Absolutely, it would be, it would, but again, not a free fall in prices like some may have said. People in the media may have posted, people on YouTube and other places like that. All right, so another so-called fact people think is true is that every home out there is reducing their price right now. That's simply not true. If you look at this, the share of homes having their price reduced going all the way back to 2021. Let's look at this graphic right here. At the height of the most recent information we have from Realtor.com in November was just over 1% of homes having a price reduction in the market. So again, not a free fall, not a situation where we're seeing every home or every great majority of the homes having their prices reduced, but just a slim piece there. So hey, look, I think it's important that we remind ourselves, remind people we're working with, realtors, buyers, sellers, that is the case. One of the questions that I certainly put on the table right now is this question: have home values hit their bottom? This is a look right now at Case-Shiller, FHFA, Black Knight, and CoreLogic and their month-over-month home value change. If you isolate the last 4 months that have been published, what we see in each case, the depreciation peaked in August. Now, I'm not here to say that we're out of the woods, but what I am here to say is home prices depreciation is not a free fall. All right. Hey, I want to thank you all for watching this month's market update and wanted to remind you that if you call my name, I'll be there, right? All right, so, hey, I'm Tony Guerin with RE/MAX Up Professionals, Guarantee.com, results that move you. Take care of each other, Flagler. See you around.